I am California of the past.
I am California of the past.
I am California of the past.
My name is Betty Reed Williams, and I grew up here in Alameda. My parents moved here when I was 10. Growing up in Alameda afforded me many different experiences. My first major experience for me was enrolling in John Muir Elementary School in Estuary Housing. I was 10, but I was enrolling in the 7th grade. The staff told my parents, because of my age, I could not enroll in the 7th grade. My parents said, "Test Betty, and if she does not pass your test, then you can put her back." I was tested in their 9th grade, and I passed. That was my first experience of racism. I was in my 20s before I realized that I was brought up in a segregated area. I pictured the projects, and that was true. When you entered the projects, the whites lived on Singleton. From the beginning of the project down to my driveway, Martin Street started the blacks' residence and went around to Gibbs. We had our luggage there. We also had our church. Pastor Geis was our pastor, and he was also the first president of the NAACP for Alameda. One of the things that we noticed early in Alameda, when you went to the East End, whether it was for a movie or for a religious education, you were always guided back or told that you needed to be in the projects. If we were walking, we were picked up by the police and carried back to the projects. So we always were reminded that we belong on the West End. We went to Alameda High during the summer for summer school, not because we were behind in our classes, but many of us just wanted something to do. That was a very different experience. We were called niggers and told we did not belong at Alameda High. I believe that's one of the reasons Encinal was built, so the blacks would no longer need to go to Alameda for their education. I decided when I get grown, I will move to the east end of town. My children will attend Alameda High. And this is what I did. My children did attend Alameda High. And some of their experiences were not positive, but they all survived. I then decided at a very early age that I had to become political. I started attending meetings for Hope. We were marching for housing when I was in my teens. This was the start of many protests and meetings for me. Through our Hope organization, every year on New Year's Eve we had a house calling. 3 homes were open in the city, and we would always work to have a Black home so that we could all learn from each other. This practice was carried on for years. In 1992, we had an incident with our police department, racial slurs on the computer. One was, let's dress like the Klan and make checks at the bar. We, as a group, went to the grand jury, we went to Sheriff Palmer, we contacted the FBI, we went to the city council, all was in vain. Out of this incident, we really realized that we did not have justice. But one of the things that we did do is organize the Alameda Race Violence Task Force, and we began to work on our own issues. It was out of that movement that we learned how to do research and how to really work to better ourselves and also to help others in the community. I am also president of Church Women United. We have, over the years, worked to better our community, working through the shelter. We work with abused women. We also work with Fairmont Hospital to work with those that are less fortunate and is really in need of help. It's a very friendly, loving, family type community.